Hello, my name is Shagun Jhaver, and in this video, I'm going to present our work on designing word filter tools for creator-led comment moderation. This work was done in collaboration with my wonderful co-authors, Quan Chen, Detlef Knauss, and Zhang. Before I begin, I want to caution that some of the slides in this talk contain offensive language. This research is focused on serving content creators on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Creators on these platforms not only have to write, produce, and edit their content, they are also responsible for removing inappropriate comments posted on their channels. Creators, especially those belonging to marginalized groups, often experience stalking, harassment, and online threats, and feel a greater need to engage in comment moderation. However, as their channels grow, it becomes difficult for creators to review all their comments by themselves, and some automation becomes necessary. As a result, creators have long requested for more powerful content moderation tools. As creators, one of the most commonly available tools to automate moderation is word filters. These are tools in which users can configure a list of phrases, and comments containing any of those phrases are automatically removed. While these word filter tools are available on many platforms, they usually present very rudimentary features. So in this study, we first identified the moderation needs of creators who use word filter tools. For this, we interviewed 19 content creators who use word filters on YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok, and analyzed our interview data. And after identifying creators' needs, we designed a new system called FilterBuddy that augments word filter tools with features to support better authoring, maintenance, and auditing of word filters. Our participants told us that instead of a single box to configure all their word filters, they wanted to separately group different categories of inappropriate comments because it would lead to better organization of their word filters and allow an easier review and search for them. To address this need, FilterBuddy allows creators to organize their word filters in several different categories. Our participants, especially those who were from marginalized groups, wanted FilterBuddy to have a few curated categories available by default because they wanted to avoid creating commonly needed categories like sexism and racism from scratch. To address this need, users can clone one of the built-in categories that FilterBuddy provides, such as homophobia, physical violence, or sexual violence. We have created filters for these categories ourselves based on prior literature. Here we are seeing how a user imports the built-in homophobia category. On importing, users are redirected to a new homophobia category page that is already populated with many carefully curated homophobic keywords. Users can subsequently edit this category to match their preferences. We also found that participants wanted to see examples of matching comments while configuring their word filters because they felt it would improve their understanding of how each word filter would perform if they configure it. To address this need, users can enter a phrase in the Add New Phrase box. This automatically populates all the comments previously posted on this user's channel that contain this phrase. Reviewing these comments allows users to make an informed decision on whether they want to add this phrase as a word filter. Users can choose whether they want the system to catch the spelling variants of each word filter. They can also decide what actions they want to take on comments caught by each word filter. Participants wanted to get an overview of word filters' actions. They especially wanted to review the temporal performance of the configured categories. So on each category page, we present a graph that tells users how different phrases configured in that category catch comments on their channel over the last 30 days. We also show the users a preview table of all the comments caught by that category. Additionally, on the overview page, we show the users a graph of all comments scored by each category over the last 30 days. We evaluated FilterBuddy by conducting a user study with 8 YouTube creators. We asked participants to explore FilterBuddy and author filters over their comments while providing us qualitative feedback. Through this study, we found that users were appreciative of greater automation that FilterBuddy enables. When we asked participants to compare word filters to something machine learning based, they showed resistance to replacing the rule-based configurations of this tool with solely machine learning-based approaches. We are also surprised to find that participants devised many use cases for this tool that went beyond mere comment removals, such as finding collaborators, filtering for positive feedback, and better understanding their audiences. Now, let me highlight some of the key takeaways of this work. We found that creators are deeply invested in retaining control over their moderation operations. Considering this, we argue that sensible design defaults can help creators achieve this goal while minimizing the manual effort of setting up granular filters. We also examined how other stakeholders can assist content creators with moderating their comments. Platforms like YouTube and Twitch could go beyond providing API access to their data and dedicate technical and human resources to foster an ecosystem of third-party tools such as FilterBuddy. Minority support groups can use their domain expertise and influence to curate and publicize appropriate lexicons for tools like FilterBuddy. And finally, policymakers can empower content creators by mandating that large platforms like YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok must provide creators with moderation mechanisms that let them efficiently manage their channel's comments. Thank you, and we invite you to use FilterBuddy to manage your YouTube channel's comments.